I'm Hannah. I'm a freediving instructor and spearfishing tour leader in Barbados.
I'm Annick and I am a nutritionist, trainer and wellness coach from Trinidad and Tobago, and we are here in beautiful Barbados. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be making some fresh food on the beach. We're going to be making some raw vibes and some cooked vibes on the grill. Hannah and I are very much into healthy food and cooking, and she catches most of the stuff that she eats, which is pretty cool because we love sustainable living.
Yeah, today we've got some lovely lionfish, which is pretty much the most sustainable fish that you can eat in Barbados. It's an invasive species which has come over to Barbados from the South Pacific. It's creating havoc on the reefs. It eats all of our little baby reef fish. It has no natural predators and it multiplies like crazy. But lucky for us, it tastes great. So we're going to cook up some lionfish on the grill. I'm going to show you guys how to deal with the lionfish, as in how to cut off the spines. There are some venomous spines that you need to cut off before you can safely handle it. We're also going to do some lovely ceviche, because lionfish is such a delicious fish. You can eat it as ceviche or raw. You can also grill it up and it tastes amazing.
So excited, yay! And on the veggie side, we're going to be mixing together a lentil salad.
Hi!
Hey,
I'm Hannah. I'm a freediving instructor and spearfishing tour leader in Barbados.
I'm Annie, and I am a nutritionist, trainer and wellness coach from Trinidad and Tobago, and we are here in beautiful Barbados.
Life. Ooh, what a beautiful life.
How to deal with the lionfish. So basically I've cut off all of the spines already, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that in the water, but it has venomous spines here, two on the belly, and then one on each side of the tail. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to deal with your lovely lionfish. So I'm going to show you guys how to deal with it in the water. I always take off the spines in the water, because you don't want to kind of bring it out of the water and then you've got to deal with all these spikes. Maybe you're going to bury it in the sand and kids could dig it up. And also at the same time, even though they're venomous and little evil bastards, we don't want them to suffer. So as soon as you cut the spines off, I like to dispatch the fish so that it doesn't suffer. So basically you have spines along here, one on each side of the tail, and two here. So you want to cut those off using your lionfish scissors. These ones here on the side are fine, these can't sting you. We'll just cut those off to get rid of them. There we go, first one. And two. So as you can see, I've cut off all the venomous spines. I've taken out the guts. I always do that immediately, especially cutting nice and white, and you won't have that sort of pink meat that you sometimes get with fish when it's been bleeding inside.
This is so hunter-gatherer right now. But you gotta learn.
Yeah, that's it. So this is the kind of knife that I like to use. I don't tend to use a fillet knife. I just really like this sort of cutlass edge. This is a Dexter knife. It's really good. I keep it super sharp. So when you're gonna deal with your lionfish, the first thing you want to do is scale it. To be honest, I usually do this in the water, just so it's not as messy. But I'm gonna do it for you guys so you can see. So you just want to go against the grain, and you can see all those little scales coming off. cut down. And you can see why I like this knife, because it has that edge, which kind of cuts real nice straight into that along the spine. So you make a nice incision, and you can see there, this is the bones, and then that's all the nice white meat. Just make some nice little incisions.
How to be
Straight down there.
self-sufficient 101.
Then I like to make a little cut by the tail. And then all the way along, so. You can kind of feel with your fingers, you can feel that all the bones go that way. And we're making the incisions nice little snits. That's actually, I think, a Swedish word. Snit. And you can see the fillet
Wow, it's coming
just
off
comes
too.
right off there. And then here, just slice right through by the belly. There we go. And then you got your nice fillet.
Wow.
So this here is the stomach, and so you have a few little bones along there. Just want to cut that straight off. There. And then there's one tiny little section that goes right along here, just to about there. And there's one or two little bones right there. You can usually feel it with your finger right here. You can feel there. So you see that line? You just want to come along that line, cut down into there in a little V. I probably went a bit far back, but obviously you don't want bones in your ceviche, so it's good to play err on the side of caution and stay away from it. So there's a little couple of bones in there. Next, what you want to do is you want to flip it over. So next what you want to do is flip it over, and then I like to put my fingers like this and just kind of cut, remove the scissors. So you hold with your fingers and then just slice all the way along there and skin it. And that's the skin there. So then what you're left with is your nice beautiful fillet of lionfish, one or two tiny little scales. You can rinse it in the salt water to clean it. But that's your beautiful fish meat there.
G.I. Jane.
Next, what you want to do is with your ceviche, you want to cut your fish pieces really small. You just go along there, just make lots of little cuts like this. Right. And then you want to just cut those again. You can kind of decide for yourself how big you want your pieces to be. That's kind of a nice big piece. So you might want to cut it a little smaller. And then what we do is we're going to pop it in some lime and salt, as well as with some crunchy greens, and let that sit in the cooler for a while. And it'll be ready to eat. Okay, so basically I've prepped all this other lionfish meat beforehand. And then this is our one that we just put up there. So what we want to do is then, we've got our nice limey ceviche mix, right? See all that lime juice in there? So we're going to pop our fish into our ceviche mix, and we're going to add some salt. Now I like it quite salty. I had a fancy chef tell me once that a good ceviche is all about how salty it is.
That's cool. I love that it's pink.
Yeah. Well, actually, interesting fact about the pink Himalayan salt, it's better for you than sea salt because the pink Himalayan salt comes from ancient oceans which have dried up a long time ago. Whereas when you get sea salt, that comes from our ocean where people have been polluting, you know, running jet skis and putting motor oil and all kinds of pollutions out into the ocean. So using pink Himalayan salt, which is much more untouched, is better for you.
Yeah, it has a lot more minerals too.
And it's fun. It looks fun.
If you put it in your water, it's really good too.
I read that as well in
replenish electrolytes.
The Power of Me, that book. Cool.
But yeah.
All right, beautiful.
That looks amazing.
But yeah, lots of crunchy greens. You can pretty much put anything you like. A lot of people put mango and stuff. I don't put pepper in it, just salt, lime. I did this one like very basic and fresh because you can kind of make it your own. You can add, as you said, shado beni. You can add all kinds of stuff. Some people put mangoes, some people put apples. Should maybe put a little more salt. Perfect. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lid on. That's why these glass containers are so good with the snap lids, because you can shake it. You can put it in a cooler upside down. It's not gonna leak ceviche juice all in your cooler. And this is a great snack that you can prepare beforehand, or you can do it fresh on the boat or at the beach, and then you can stick it in your cooler. It's a real hit with some crackers.
Yay. Okay.
So,
I'm gonna put my shades on for a little while because we're in the Caribbean and you gotta do what you gotta do.
it's hot. We're gonna jump in the sea for sure in a bit.
Okay, so the first step you want to make sure in terms of prepping your healthy beach vibes is to put whatever's going to take the longest to cook on to cook first. So we got the grill going and we're going to put on these squash steaks, which I'm going to glaze with a garlic olive oil.
Yum.
And then we're also going to add on these zucchinis. So it's going to be some roasted vegetables going on the grill.
Anything with garlic is good by me.
Yeah. And we could put some salt and pepper and
Yum. So is it important, like the thickness that you cut them in?
That's a great question, and it is so that it cooks faster, because sometimes if it's too thick it will take longer to cook, and you want to make sure that they're square so that they have a nice consistent shape. Squash is such an easy vegetable to use with many dishes and tastes really good in salads. And because it's so abundant in the Caribbean, it's really a cost-effective and versatile ingredient to boost up your veggie intake and fiber.
Nice.
So it's a super nutrient-dense choice to add to your meals. And it also has a nice, subtle, sweet flavor, which is nice for salads and stuff.
Yeah, I love squash. And then I guess if you do it on the grill like this, and you have leftovers, then you can always just use it in a salad later, right?
Exactly.
Amazing.
I mean, if you're the kind of person that you like burgers, you can even put a burger on top of it.
Yum.
You could kind of be versatile with what you do. These are so stuck together.
Your hands are clean.
Wiggle that around. Yeah.
I'll help you.
Okay, so I'm not sure how the fish is gonna fit on these, but yeah.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're cooking for more than just 2 people.
Yeah, it's kind of meal prep, so we're gonna have lunch for tomorrow
Nice.
as well.
That's how I like to cook. One time and done.
Yeah, this
And
will
then
give
just
us
eat.
a good few meals, which is exciting, you know. And it's such a good idea when you are trying to be productive in your day and you have your meals done. The good part is that meal prep on the beach makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, so now we're gonna brush it with the garlic oil. I prepared this oil super simple with olive oil and some chopped garlic to give it a great flavor.
Yum.
Just gonna dust some in there.
It smells so good.
Do you think if the garlic goes on it that it'll burn?
No, I don't think so. That's the good thing about a charcoal barbecue, is the charcoal itself actually gives you a really nice flavor as well.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if I should Bajan it up more. Like, sometimes I wonder about that when I'm doing video.
Your accent?
Yeah.
How? Like, I don't even know how to talk more Trini. Or like,
You already saw real Trini.
do I?
Yeah.
Okay. I find you sound pretty Bajan.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Trini Bajan vibes, garlic.
Yum. So I heard somewhere that when you cut the garlic, that you need to put it in the oil straight away because it starts sort of losing its flavor pretty quickly. Do you think that's true, or that's just something I heard?
Well, I've never exactly heard that, but I noticed for myself that when you put the garlic in the oil straight away, it gives the garlic a nicer flavor, so it's not as like raw of a taste. It gives it a milder flavor profile.
It kind of has time to infuse.
Yeah. I don't know what it's.
I'm a big fan of infusing oils.
Yeah.
Yum. Look at those grill marks. Salad time.
It's salad time. Okay, so this is gonna be super quick and easy. These lentils are already cooked. This lettuce is washed. Just putting these lentils on. Again, this is gonna give us about 4 servings. So we have lunch for tomorrow as well.
Yum.
And this is extra lettuce, but I don't know if we're gonna need that. So I'm gonna add these diced cucumbers and carrots, and chopped carrots, just to give it a nice color.
So having lentils in your salad is kind of a good way of getting extra protein, right?
Yes, lentils are really rich in fiber, protein, and they also have some important minerals that are good for our digestion and our immune system. Lentils are one of those ingredients that are great for weight loss, for weight management, for energy, and they're so filling if you do want to have a meatless meal in your life from time to time. And nobody really thinks about putting them in salads too often. We more in the Caribbean think about cooking them down in stews and with rice, but when we put it in a salad, it makes it so much more texture rich, and it's such a nice flavor. And when we put the roasted squash, which look at these, how nice that came off the barbecue.
Beautiful.
There with that flavor of sweetness and savory, and the pumpkin seeds in there for a nice boost of zinc, which I'm really excited about. You already saw how we did the dressing, so super easy peasy. Just gonna pour this on.
More snap lid containers when you're going to a beach
And we can-
barbecue. That is definitely key.
Yes, and you can just rinse it off in the ocean as well. Okay, can I please get your
So you put your lionfish whole in a piece of foil like this. You're gonna add some Bajan seasoning. We're going to add some onions, garlic, and chives, and a little bit of salt, pepper, and some lime. So we got some Bajan seasoning, some herbs, spices. We're gonna wrap that up in some foil and throw it on the grill. So these are our 2 fish ready to go. We've got limited space, so what we're gonna do is Annick is gonna pick it up, and we're gonna do some layers. Sorry for the rough little throw there. Put it in there. Perfect. Charcoal barbecue, can't beat it. Woo! Hey!
and I'm going to add some fresh lemons to the mix. Give it a nice citrusy first, just 1 whole lemon. You want to be careful if you are doing anything with citrus in the sun, because it could burn your skin. So make sure that you wash your hands very well after touching any citrus when you're in the sunlight. And then the next step is really to toss it all up. Do you think I should use this? Tongs?
Yeah. It hasn't touched any fish. The tongs have just touched veggies.
I don't mind though. I just wondered in terms of like it having to touch the vegetables after.
I think it's okay.
The secret of a great salad is that it should be tossed amazingly. Like it's all about the tossing to really merge the dressing.
I'm so
into
excited to eat this.
all of the flavors.
Yum. What is hotter than a girl that can cook, right?
And catch her
Alright.
food and make
Yeah.
salads and grill on the beach.
Girl bosses, but hey. And we got this amazing sunset, guys. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm ready to pop a bottle.
Yes.
So here we have our beautiful setup, and the ceviche, as you can see, is starting to go nice and white. So that fish is cured. We're gonna fill these pineapples here, which is really fun and festive, tropical. We've got our lentil salad with veggies. We've got our grilled veg. We've got some shad and beni that you can add to the ceviche. I don't personally like it, but a lot of people do. And our beautiful sparkling rosé. Hannah and Annick's beach picnic. Look at how beautiful that is. So we've got our beautiful lentil veggie salad. We've got our ceviche. Some people say ceviche and some people say...
What?
Wait, I forget.
Isn't it ceviche? Ceviche?
Ceviche, yeah, there you go. Oh my god, mind blank. Check that plate out. We got our ceviche, our salad, our grilled veg. Our fish is ready, but we've just run out of time to plate all of this beautiful stuff up. Sun is setting.